Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. I hate people is never really about hate. It's a shield the soul builds to stop the bleeding. This isn't about anger. It's about a deep psychological protection system that has taken over your relationships, your peace, your very ability to feel safe in the world. All of it is governed by this one primal instinct: to avoid being hurt again. But here's the painful paradox very few people talk about. The brain would rather build a fortress than risk another wound. I hate people is its final, desperate defense against the unbearable truth that it still, somewhere, desperately needs connection. You haven't stopped caring. You've just prioritized safety over survival of the soul. And this next part explains why this isn't a personality flaw. It's a psychological adaptation, and it usually fits into one of these four profiles. Let's break down the four psychological profiles. See which one resonates. First, the betrayed soul, the wounded. This is the most common. Your mind thinks you should just get over a past hurt, but the reality is, their brain has been chemically wired for threat. Trauma rewires the amygdala, the fear center. Every new person is subconsciously scanned as a potential threat. This isn't a choice. It's a conditioned survival reflex. They turn to animals because a pet's love is a safe, predictable equation. No betrayal, no hidden motives. It's a bond without the risk of emotional shrapnel. Second, the overwhelmed empath, the sponge. This happens because they don't have emotional boundaries. Their nervous system is like an open antenna, picking up everyone's anxiety, anger, and sadness. It's not social anxiety, it's sensory overload. A crowded room doesn't just feel crowded, it feels loud, chaotic, and emotionally violent. Their withdrawal is a necessary retreat to a sensory deprivation chamber to regain a sense of self. They don't hate people, they are drowning in the unspoken emotions people emit. Third, the reality check realist, the analyst. They have run a cost-benefit analysis on human interaction and found it lacking. Their brain has a hyper-aware pattern recognition for hypocrisy, manipulation, and trivial drama. After collecting enough data points of human selfishness, their mind makes a logical conclusion. Most social interaction is a poor return on emotional investment. This isn't bitterness. It's a conscious. Fourth, the system refugee, the exiled. This person doesn't hate individuals. They hate the artificial systems and shallow scripts of society. The office politics, the mindless consumerism, the performance of social media. They feel like an alien observing a species they don't understand. Their hatred is a deep-seated frustration with a world that feels fake, demanding they play a game they never agreed to. They retreat because they refuse to perform. If you see yourself here, listen closely. This is critical. That armor you built wasn't meant to be worn forever. It's becoming a sarcophagus. Here's the harsh truth you've been avoiding. In your quest to avoid pain, you are missing out on life itself. So, how do you dismantle the walls without leaving yourself defenseless? You don't tear them down, you install a smart door. Here is the process. Step 1. The trust ladder. Your brain is all or nothing. Trust no one or trust everyone. We need a middle ground. Start at the bottom rung. Microtrust, the barista, the cashier, a low-stakes interaction. Say thank you. Make eye contact for a second. These are tiny, safe bets that rewire your brain to see that not every interaction leads to pain. This is exposure therapy for your soul. Step 2. The emotional filter system. Your mind, especially if you're an empath, thinks you have to absorb everything. You need a filter. Before an interaction, consciously ask, is this my emotion or theirs? Is this person's energy worth my peace? Visualize an invisible shield that lets in light but blocks toxins. You are not a dumping ground. You are a guardian of your own inner space. Step 3. Recalibrate your why. You must answer this question with brutal honesty. Do I want solitude, or am I just hiding? Solitude is a chosen, nourishing peace. Hiding is a fearful, reactive state. Spend time alone by conscious choice, not by fearful default. Journal. Ask yourself, am I avoiding people or am I seeking myself? Step 4. Find your tribe, not the crowd. The goal isn't to become a social butterfly. The goal is to find one or two people who play by the same rules. Seek out those who are also exiles, in bookstores, in niche, online forums, in quiet hiking groups. Quality over quantity. One real connection is worth more than 1,000 followers. Your distrust was earned. It was a valid survival response. But your freedom must now be a conscious choice. You can learn to guard your heart without imprisoning it. If you're ready to start that journey, if this resonated with you, then your mind is already awakening. Like and subscribe for more psychology that doesn't just diagnose the wound, but offers the cure.